minutes and lifted weights until my arms burned. I came home feeling better than I had in months. She was on the couch. She glanced at me like she was waiting for the apology. I said nothing. Day 6, I called my mom and talked for an hour. I laughed louder than I usually do. I told her about the gym and the garage and the breakfast I'd been making every morning. Corinne walked past the room twice. She was listening. I didn't care. Day 7, I made plans with my brother for the weekend. I texted him from the couch while she sat on the other end pretending to watch TV. Day 8, something shifted. The silence didn't feel like punishment anymore. It felt like freedom. I wasn't tiptoeing. I wasn't rehearsing apologies in my head. I wasn't scanning her face for signs that I was allowed to exist again. I was just living, and it felt incredible. Day 9, she cracked. She came into the kitchen while I was making dinner and said, "So you're just not going to say anything?" I looked at her. "I've been saying good morning every day. You're the one not talking." She blinked. I said, "This is the longest silent treatment you've ever given me, and it's the best I've felt in years. Do you know what that says about our marriage?" Her face changed. I said, "For 11 years, every time you got upset, you shut me out until I begged you to come back. And I did it every single time. Not because I was wrong, because I was afraid of the silence. I'm not afraid of it anymore." She sat down. I said, "I spent the last 10 days going to the gym, calling my mom, hanging out with my brother, organizing the garage, cooking meals I actually enjoy. I did more living in 10 days of silence than I've done in the last 5 years of trying to keep you from going quiet." She started crying. She said, "I didn't mean for it to go this far." I said, "It always goes this far. That's the problem. You use silence to control me, and I've been letting you. We're not doing this anymore." She asked what I meant. I said, "We go to counseling or we go to a lawyer. Those are the options. Because I'm not spending another decade apologizing for having opinions." She agreed to counseling. We start next week. I don't know if it'll fix anything, but I know that the man who walked out the other side of those 10 days isn't the same man who walked in. He's quieter, calmer, and for the first time in 11 years, he's not afraid of an empty room.